Well, that did not take long. We got leaks already again for this next Golazo promo. Looks like they are actually not going anywhere. When we thought they might be gone for good, they are not. We had a huge player leak in that promo. There's kind of some debate on Twitter about the power curve and what's happening there this year. So we're going to discuss a bunch of things today. Of course, we always do. Also, at the end, 1 of 3 87 plus hero pick. We're going to open that at the end. Yes, I did cave in and complete it. I'm doing it for the content, so if you don't have enough fodder to do it, just don't do it, okay? And a huge SBC today that basically tanked the market in a lot of areas. Let's go look at it right now. And that's Reece James. Reece James came out and the card looks fantastic. And he's kind of not as expensive as you would think. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, high work rates. He just looks fantastic all around. You can be a defensive right back, an attacking right back. He can kind of play any role that you'd like him to, and he's got great play styles. Great passing ones, defending ones are pretty decent. No intercept or anticipate, but like it's okay still, and really just a lot of good stuff. So this card, when I saw it, I'd be like, okay, it's probably gonna be 4 or 5 squads to do 400,000, 500,000 coins, right? Turns out it's like 150k to complete, 87 with team of the week and 86 with the team of the week. It's about 150,000 coins. And this killed every right back in the game. If you had a tradable right back, I'm sorry, but he probably got destroyed in price. And random side note as well, hasn't it been a while since we've got a flashback SBC? Have we not seen one since team of the year? Has it been like the Bruno Fernandes and Golo Kante time during team of the year? Is that the last time we saw one, or am I not thinking of one? Am I missing one in there? I feel like it's been a while since a really hyped up flashback SBC came out. Like some really good player, you know, I feel like it's been a little while. And here we go. Let's cut right to the chase. Johan Cruyff is coming as a Golazo player, and we've already got him leaked. It was Monday when this came out, and usually even then, that's pretty early, especially now because we thought we might not see these anymore. Well, we were wrong. Looks like FUT birthday was the only time that will probably be the case here. Maybe it comes back for team of the season when the hype is there. I don't know, but right now looks like the leaks have begun. Johan Cruyff is coming, who people have been really singing high praises for this year. I really like him on old gen. New gen, he was kind of good, but maybe not like too insane. I've only used the base one though, not the one with the Power Shot Plus, which I'm sure is probably cracked. But yeah, Johan Cruyff is coming, and we've also got word that Golazo promo is looking similar to Trophy Titans, including heroes and icons. And yeah, so our suspicions were confirmed. It's going to be basically the Trophy Titans version of this year. And yesterday we looked at the cards last year during Trophy Titans, and they were pretty interesting. The pack weight was actually really good on them. There were some really cracked cards in there, but yeah, there was this gift down here that AC tweeted out that is pretty much every leaker right now. They're saying, thank fuck. I was worried I was not gonna be able to put food on the table tomorrow, and don't worry, they are back. So we thought they might go away. Turns out not gonna happen. And what do you guys think about that? Are you happy they're back? Are you not happy they're back? It was pretty fun at content time to really not know for sure everything coming out. It kind of was a mystery. Yes, we knew a lot of the promo team by that point, but the SBC players were a mystery and some other things too, but turns out I think that might not be the case anymore. And let me know what you think about that. Now, today for content, Luca Bacchio will be coming out, and it's hard to say what that card could look like. It could be anything. It could be ass, it could be great. I mean, we have no idea, but that's SBC on the way out today. And still no word on Vinny's player of the month. We don't know when he's coming out. We don't know the exact date yet. So if you want to talk about like possible prep for that, I talked about it yesterday, so you can go back and watch that if you'd like to. Also, the new evolution that we saw leaked yesterday as well. No word on that yet, so we're just kind of waiting on standby to see when that drops. But there was kind of an interesting Twitter debate going on today, and it was about the power curve. You know, this tweet from eafc 24 News said the power curve this year is wild. eafc 24 Ultimate Team Birthday, FIFA 23 TOTS. TOTS cards will be crazy this year, and they compare the two, and the stats are better on the FUT Birthday card, or pretty much identical, actually. And actually, this one's probably better. The FUT Birthday one's probably better, and it's an SBC, and it's cheap. So they're not talking about like one of the best cards in the game, right? This is just basically another card released in a promo. And it kind of sparked a debate because, you know, we've seen the power curve basically only get better over the last 5 years, right? It only gets better quicker when do they reach the point where that stops and it kind of stays the same going from one year to the next? Promo cards leading up to TOTS have really only gotten better as time goes on, but people also complain when cards aren't good enough. So where is the balance here? Is the balance basically, stop having promos every single week? Well, then people might complain that the content won't be there as much. Some of the comments, it's sad the way the games are going though. We'll be getting these types of cards by February next year, then the month earlier the next year, and a ruthless cycle until something changes. And it does feel like the game is heading that way, but also, would people be complaining if it wasn't heading that way? I don't really know what the right answer is. And I thought playstyles would kind of take some of that power curve away a little bit by making it so that two cards with identical stats can be definitively better than the other one, right? If one has 2 playstyle pluses and one has 0 playstyle pluses and they both have the exact same stats, one will be better than the other. I thought that was kind of how they get around it, but they keep increasing the stats also along with the playstyle pluses. So I don't really know what the plan is, I suppose. I'm assuming Team of the Season will have 3 playstyle pluses on cards with better stats. So it's like the power curve is going like this. It's usually kind of going like this. Right now it's kind of going like this because we have the stats increasing and the playstyle pluses are probably going to eventually get to 3. And right now, most cards have 2. We've gotten to that point now where cards are getting 2 a lot. What happens when they get 3 a lot? And the power curve's going to go up like crazy, which I think is their goal because then people need to change teams quicker. People spend more money at that point, right? But when does this cycle sort of end? I don't know what the right answer is, but I just know that it probably can't continue like this forever. So what is their plan for when they can't continue that forever? Higher than 99 rated cards? I don't really know what the plan is. In my opinion, what I think they should do is have it so that we just have uses for the cards that are not in the power curve. You can keep the power curve like moving to the same level, but when you add things like the cup in, where there's uses for cards that aren't in the power curve, it then makes everything else in the game better because then you're not so worried about the power curve all the time. Because let's face it, in FIFA, there's always going to be a team that you probably can't afford if you're not spending money on the game. So the top of the power curve, you probably can't even get to no matter what. But if there's uses for cards that are not towards the top of the power curve, then I think that helps alleviate a lot of the issues with that in general. So that's what my solution would be fixing that first and not even worrying about the power curve firstly. You guys know I'm a huge game mode person. I believe that if the game modes in this game were better, this game would be significantly more enjoyable to the point where people don't even realize what they're missing. But I don't know. What do you guys think? So yeah, and I saw this tweet and I just said, what? Swap these two in game. First of all, what is he cooking? Because I think you burnt whatever you were cooking with that one. Also, Rolfo is getting another +1, by the way, if you guys did not see that. I didn't talk about that yesterday. She did make an appearance. She's getting all 4 upgrades because Barca's women's team are the Harlem Globetrotters, apparently, and +4 is coming for Rolfo. So yeah, we saw a giant crash on right backs today, by the way. Even the best one in the game, debatably. Onabatie, team of the year, went down 100,000 coins just from today. She was 1.6 on Saturday, now down to 1.34, but Reece James today dropped another 140,000. But even the best right back in the game dropped 140k, which tells you any mid-range right back got destroyed today. That's just what can happen in the future. If there's ever a hyped up player that you know is coming as an SBC, there's always that chance he comes out and he ends up being slightly cheaper than you expect. Super completed, tanks the price of other cards in the game. A card like Luca Bacchio coming tomorrow, that probably can't happen. Honestly, it probably can't, just because the hype for the name value isn't there. But a Chelsea English player who's, a first team player for them holds a lot of hype, and that will always be an SBC. If it's good, that will be completed a lot. So that's just something we need to remember for the future, of course. Let's read your comments and open the hero pick. Lee Johnson says, oh my God, what the fuck is the point in having a striker with power shot playstyle plus? When they now can hit the corner flag from the center of the goal, this shit's getting ridiculous. All the goals I scored now are basically shit. I'm just trying to score more shit goals than my opponent. Piss take. Well, first of all, I think if the aim is bad in the power shot, that might be user error. They did nerf the power shot, but it is like, I think they nerfed the power of it. I don't think it had anything to do with the accuracy, so that might be user error there, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. You are completely correct about this. All the goals I score now are basically shit. I'm just trying to score more shit goals than my opponent. That's one of the biggest problems with this game, in my opinion. In FIFA, there's always going to be shit goals. Like, it's almost impossible to prevent that entirely. But like what happened last year, when shit goals would happen, you know you can come down the other way and score. Because one-on-one chance, good finishing, you do the right thing. Obviously, keeper movements in the game, but we won't talk about that right now. You are like, you're going to score. You're almost guaranteed to score if you don't fuck up. This year, it's kind of like you might score. It's like 50-50, I feel like, in a one-on-one. Finesse Shot Plus greatly enhances that, which is why I have it all over my team. But even when the gameplay is bad, if the quality of goals at least is pretty decent, I feel like the gameplay we can look past a little bit and we can kind of see the good things about it. When the goals itself all are they just feel like they suck, it really makes the game suck. I think that's happening right now. At CBs is controversial, but I don't think the gameplay is as bad as everyone is making out. This year, you just need to play to a card's strengths and build your team that way to fit your style. If you know how to use playstyles properly, you will get the best from the gameplay, and we have very grindable content, so I think you can never make everyone happy. Is it perfect gameplay? No, but is it ever? I think that if you do like this gameplay, like, I'm happy for you. Like, I'm glad you're enjoying it and having fun with it. And I do also think that, yeah, is gameplay probably ever going to be perfect? No, it's not going to. We talked about last year, you know, a lot, and talking about how good, quote unquote, it was. Was it perfect? No, not at all. It was just better. And I agree that if you do, you know, build a team with playstyle pluses to your strengths, which I've talked about many times, like in my tips videos, talking about playstyles or everything, you gotta build them towards your strength. It will help you win games, but it doesn't really change just the gameplay sucking, right? So just in my opinion, I mean, the gameplay just is not where it should be. I think that any game with 9 men in the box when you're defending is just, it's already chalked from the get-go. Like, it's kind of how I feel about the PS4 gameplay. When there's no auto press, no auto drop back, even when the gameplay's bad, you can at least play it. And that's why I keep playing it right now, because I can at least enjoy certain aspects of it. PS5 gameplay, there's some games where I'm like, I enjoyed nothing about this. Nothing at all. It was all terrible. It was so defensive, auto interceptions, auto press everywhere. And it's just like a whole game of nothingness. Whereas at least in the PS4 version, there are a lot of flaws there too, but at least I can move and I can dribble a little bit. And I still feel like there's at least some engaging content, or sorry, engaging gameplay content going on there. At Sane or Sane says, I guess I'm the only one for whom the cup limit is a problem. Nice grammar, by the way, for whom. I have won only 3 out of the 20 games, and I'm a Division 3 player. I mean, yeah, there's one example right there of the cup limit sucking is because you want to try and grind the games out. You can't. Come back tomorrow. Go fuck yourself. Especially with the skill-based matchmaking in it, which I think is, I didn't even really care that much if there's no match limit, because then it's like, you just keep playing until you get it. But if there's a match limit plus skill-based matchmaking, it's like, it just adds to the unenjoyableness of the experience, I guess. But okay, we're not going to do any sort of like reveal for this. We're just going to open this straight up because I'm going to rip the band-aid off because I'm assuming this is not going to be too good. But hey, you never know. And I love EA so much. How much are these two? Company's $465. Okay, I think Paulo Futre is worth more than that. I want to say, how much is this card worth? Nope, 380. Okay. Yeah, he was 600K, 800K for a long time there, but he's dropped a lot since. Okay. I guess I'm going to go with Company, but I don't really, honestly, I feel like he's going to be behind the power curve pretty quickly. It's not like a gigantic W, but it's definitely pretty decent though. Like Paulo Futre looks very good. I really want to try him out because I love Incisive Pass Plus, especially for a winger. I might actually take Futre, you know, just because I kind of want to try him. Even though Company's a little bit more, I might take Paulo Futre, and I think I'm going to because I have, enough center backs already that I kind of don't, I'm not gonna probably use Company probably. So okay, I'll take that though. I don't think it's that bad. If you guys open this, let me know who you got. Thank you for being here. I love you all. See you in this video. So peace.